Craig Thompson with your host, back again for another Duel of Ages 2 Triad campaign. And I deliberated over this a little bit. Did I want to try it again? I've only ever done Rush once in my life. But, I was thinking part of my reason for doing this one so quickly, like so soon after the last one, is because of all the mistakes I'd made it before. So I thought, let's go with the one I'm more familiar with the rules with now, and hopefully this time I can do a much better job in getting the rules right. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go through this giant stack here, and I'm going to pick out the two teams of players and get right back to you. So what I'm going to do now, in looking at the rules here for the Triad campaign, it says that you can different ways you can choose your team. The standard is each team is dealt 12 characters, and then you choose which of the 8 characters you want from that. Pure, you just deal your 8 characters. Now it says 8 to 9, but I'm only doing 8 characters per team. So 8 characters, and that's it. There's no giving away. There's no drafting. There's nothing else. And in the draft, you're dealt 4 characters each secretly, and then from there you draft up. Now, give me a second here. I'll put out the 4 starting characters for each team, and then I'll put out some for the draft. So here we go, folks, for the next Duel of Ages 2 campaign. Here are the starting teams, just without the draft having happened yet. I'm actually excited. These characters, a lot of them, I can say I don't think I've ever seen them before. But I mean, that's not surprising given the deck. But I mean, I say it's not surprising, but then I feel like some of the other characters, like even from the last one, like Devin Regal and Flicker, I feel like I've seen them more than once. But anyway, so here's the now I just put these out here, not orange and red. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip that token's orange on one side, red on the other. I'm just going to flip that to see who gets the first pick on the draft here. So first off, we have Sven the Netmender. He's a young hero. Untested when a question mark rating is first needed. Check luck twice. The higher luck of the 2 sets that rating for the remainder of the game. Untested when a question mark rating is first needed. Oh, I see. I'm wondering what that meant, but it says ratings here. The higher luck of the 2 sets that rating for the remainder of the game. Jeez Louise, I'm going to have to get some sticky notes on this boy to remind myself what all the scores are. Okay, so that's Sven. I can always just draft him out too, right? Let's see, and then we have Commodore Blaylock. Begin with 2 experience markers. Interesting. Some very good stats too. Diaz El Gato. Taunt. Mental ability. Enemies cannot fire at Diaz at a range of 2 or less. +1 damage with blades. While carrying a blade, gains +2 react in melee for all purposes. Get this boy a blade. And then we have Milena Arabato. She can ignore any mental abilities she wishes. Proud, cannot receive cards in trade from allies, but can give them away. Now, her, actually, I'm thinking I have seen her before. I think she might have been in the one where I had that survivalist guy, Jerry, whatever. Okay, Dr. Panopoulos, free action, can give one of his unrevealed cards to an ally anywhere on the map. Wow, that's awesome. Free action, 1 allied character in Panopoulos' space challenges intellect versus 5 on squeak or better. The ally gains an experience marker. I like it. Okay. And free action, once per game, move 1 ally on the map to Panopoulos' space. Wow. He's interesting. Yeah, got some good things there. Yeah, just some very high ratings in here I've been seeing. Interesting things there. And a lot of experience markers coming out in this game, which is something you don't see a lot of usually. When owning a mount, enemies within 2 aura at the start of each melee must each reveal 1 card, and can move through enemy without stopping, and he gains +1 armor. So some of these people are very situational. They'll be awesome if they can get what they need. Like this guy with the mount, Elgato with his blade. So Reaver Mark 7, the Battered War Machine. Okay, quite strong and everything. Good in combat. Well, I guess he's a war machine, right? Or it's a war machine. Malfunctioning. On an adventure with a luck of 4, ignore the results. Instead, Reaver drops all card and is banished. Unaffected by mental abilities, cannot use pets or mounts. No, not surprising. Cool. All right, so those are the start. Oh, how did I miss this one? Robin Hood. So Robin Hood the Woodsman. Move cost through woods, ignores woods for his ranged attacks, gains additional +2 stealth when in woods. With a bow, gains an additional +2 to hit and +2 range. If you're carrying a revealed bow, he gains +2 on adventures involving throw. So, yeah, give this man a bow, give him a horse, and give him a sword. And now with Dr. Panopoulos, maybe Dr. Panopoulos can go like doing some shopping, or like not shopping really, but I mean, if any, go do whatever he can to find more cards so that he can start like just throwing those to people around the map that need them. All right, so here we go. Here is going to be the first player for selecting the teams. And it's orange. So Team Orange will choose first. Okay, so what I'm noticing about we already have good representation on the age groups here. We have one of each of the 4 age groups, so that's good. We've got, I don't really know what we're missing here. Okay, well, anyway, let's before I get into actually picking the characters, let's see who we do have. So we have Miranda Fade, the escape artist. When she's killed, and before the decision to imprison is made, check her luck. On a 5 to 9, the attack does not harm her in any way. She is still immediately dismissed. A K card is still lost as though she was killed. Allied characters within 4 or Miranda gain the same benefit, but only on a 7 to 9. Ooh. Benedict Arnold. When an ally amazes an adventure, place and marker on Arnold. When Arnold amazes an adventure, ally on an elite card, or an ally discards an elite card in his space, remove all markers. If at any point Arnold has 4 markers, he switches sides. Afterward, remove all the markers and restart the process. So, ally amazes an adventure, place a marker on Arnold. When Arnold amazes an adventure, or an ally discards an elite card in his space. Okay. Wow. Okay, so it's not for sure that he's going to turn, but there's always that chance. Dr. Ulf, Marie Ulf, the physicist. Only one character who's duplicated. Ulf is only one character who's duplicated. When entering the map, place 3 Ulfs in the dome. Keep the other 3 off map. Cards for all Ulfs are placed in one set. With a 4-card limit, only one Ulf can use an item in a turn. Ulfs cannot be increased max health. So, I am a little lost here. Cards for all Ulfs are placed in one set. On an amazing adventure, okay, there we go. That's I guess I have to read the whole thing. On an amazing adventure by any Ulf, a new Ulf appears on the HQ. Maximum 6 Ulfs. Holy cow! And you have a quarterback here, +3 ranged with throwing and grenades. The test subject, she counts as 2 characters for all purposes. Start both Leah markers in the what? So we have characters with multiple tokens. When one Leah dies, the other gains +1 to all ratings except speed, health, and damage. Smoke, the infiltrator, can move through enemies without stopping. Move cost 2 through buildings, so 2 instead of 3. Then we have Bill Hillcock, the gunslinger. During op fire, can use 2-point weapons at the same time. These 2 do not restrict each other, so each gun can fire at the same target. Annie Oakley, during op fire with aim and point weapons, can accept a -2 hit penalty and gain +1 damage rating. This makes this before each hit. Agent 911, the bumbling idiot, on an attempt to hit all hit attempts against 911, check luck. Could hit yourself, normal, or misses on an automatic amaze. So he can amaze adventures pretty easily, I would say, but then you gotta be careful with Benedict Arnold. Christina, Carl's daughter, can trade cards with allies within 2 aura rather than only with allies in her space. That's cool. Boastful Beowulf. At the start of his free action, Beowulf and all allies in his space must reveal all cards. And Aaron Shrike, the recon. For Aaron's range attacks, ignore all enemy stealth bonuses due to special abilities, treasure, and invisibility. The target gains 1 less stealth bonus for each space of terrain. For example, only +1 for woods and +2 for buildings. So it seems like a lot of these characters are going to be kind of weapons dependent. All right, so now it was pointed out that I'd done it wrong in terms of the drafting last time and the way I did the drafts and stuff. So I'm going to really concentrate on doing it properly this time. So Team Orange is going to get to go first. They're doing their first choice. Like I said, they have one of everything. Actually, and this team has one of everything too. Oh no, sorry, they have two futuristic. They don't have any modern. So, like, what is out there that's interesting and useful, and this whole idea of the physicist with all the characters running around all over the place, that sounds pretty cool. I'm gonna go. So they're gonna go for Maria Ulf there, Dr. Maria Ulf. They only get one. Now the other team, Team Red, is now going to get two. All right. So they're going to choose two. Now they lack any modern. Now they don't have. Oh, nobody has Benedict Arnold. So this bumbling idiot guy sounds kind of interesting. I mean, does he though? Let me go for something a little more reliable. Okay, you know what? You have your multiple tokens. They'll have their multiple tokens. They're going to take the test subject and 7 movement, 5 health. I'm just sort of looking at some of the stats on these guys. Can move through buildings, move through enemies without stopping. You know what? I like that ability to move through enemies without stopping. I just think this one, I think. Well, I don't know. We'll see how things go, but just last time it just got really, really violent very fast, and maybe it doesn't have to be that way. Maybe we can just play nice. So they've taken their 2. Now this team is going to take 2. So this team is going to take. Let's see. Again, I think this is a good idea because trading cards, and there's a lot of people here who are very sort of like looking for specific cards. So with that idea, then who was the other one who really wanted a particular card? We got Annie Oakley and Bill Hickok, right? So those two are both looking for point weapons. Although I will say that Annie Oakley, he's okay. So I mean, I'm just thinking she only needs 1 gun, but the fact is he is great with all kinds of guns. So. I think I'm going to go with Bill Hickok. Bill Hickok. And so why is, what's so great about Benedict Arnold? He's got good stats, I suppose. It just seems like, you're having to babysit him. All right, so we've got 3, 2, 1 and 1. So maybe let's look at our Beowulf. Just seems, well, he's got 6 health. He's a tough boy, very strong. Okay, you know what? I will go Beowulf. So we started with 4, got 1. Started with 4, got 1. They got 2. Now, I think I took too many then. See, I'm already making mistakes. So they start with 4, took 2. They start with 4, took 1. They start with 4, took 2. Now they took 2. Now it's their turn to take 2. Okay, so this will be their last 2 that they're taking. Now, as said before too, like if I wanted to, I could get rid of a card, one of the cards here, and then replace it with a card there. That can be one action to instead of just taking a card, you can flip it. But I think I'm pretty happy with the team that they have. And so Dr. Panopoulos giving cards all over the place. They've got their 2 there now. They got 2. They're also at 1 and 1. So do they want Annie Oakley, or do they want Beowulf? You know what? I'm gonna go against the grain here. I'm gonna take Benedict Arnold, and I'm gonna take Ace Cannon as well. Just that he's fast. He's got, he can be good with some throwing weapons and things. So that's their 8. And then I'm looking at this team. So they have 2, 4, 6, 7. So they're going to take one more, or they can swap out if they want to swap anybody else out. Like this Sven the Netmender. Yeah, he sounds interesting. Begin with 2 experience markers. And he's got good stats. Okay, we're just going to keep the characters we have. So who is going to round out our thing? So we have 3, 1, 1, and 2. So I'd say a modern or a other hero. So okay. So I don't want those ones. We're looking at these. I think this guy might be kind of fun. Yeah, you know what? Let's take who's interesting, right? We're going to take an interesting character on that. So welcome to your teams. Now what we'll do is we'll determine who is Team White and who is Team Black. So in order to determine who is Team White, Team Black, the rules say you look at the characters. Each team, they'd have their characters, and they reveal who has the highest respect, and that will be the thing. So we have some 7s here for Team Black. Well, Team Red, sorry. So this is we'll put out Dr. Panopoulos with a 7 respect, and then their highest on this Team Orange is also a 7 respect. So we'll put these 2 up here because now we have to break the tie. So we'll take 8 Cannon with a 7 respect, and the next highest respect on here is Melina Arabada with a 6. Okay, so this is then Team White, and this is Team Black. And that is going to be it for this episode. I'm going to, like I say, take it slowly, do it properly. And next time I will set up the map and probably dive right into the first turn. All right. So thank you for watching. Hope you're enjoying this. I am enjoying playing. So I hope you're enjoying what. And so that's going to be it for today. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you're enjoying this as much as I'm enjoying playing it. And please look forward to more content in the future, not only Duel of Ages, but other things as well. Until next time, I'm your host, Craig Thompson Wood, saying thanks for coming to the classroom.